Okay, so to move your program on a little bit, we now need to make it more complex. So far you've printed out some comments that just get viewed on the screen. Now when you look at my Python program, you can see I've added quite a lot to my program. So I'm going to talk you through. You will have various variables that you will have to declare. For our program, we've got things we know already. So we know how much we're going to charge adults and we know how much we are going to charge children. Now I can see a typo as I'm talking to you, so I'm just going to get rid of that. So when you're naming variables, remember variables are things in a program that can change, and when you're programming, pick an obvious and try not to make it too long title. Now my title is a bit long for this example, but it's making it clear to you exactly what it is. So the ticket price for an adult equals £2.50. We know that's £2.50. Python doesn't yet. We haven't told it that, but just to start off with, ticket price adult £2.50. You'll notice there's no space. If you ever want to put a space in, you would have to use underscore to do that. I'm not going to, that's fine. The second variable I'm declaring at the top is my ticket price for my child, and that's £1.50. This line will be familiar now. This is our printing welcome to our flume. Now this line isn't familiar. Okay. Now this line is combining a variable. So this is the adult tickets amount. So that's how many adult tickets the customer would like to buy. It's an input because I want the person to answer it as a question. When you have a question, it's an input, because I want them to come up with an answer. An int is from your maths lessons. It's an integer, a whole number. I don't want them to ask for 2.5 adult tickets. I want it to be a whole number. So the int is forcing it to be an integer. We're dealing with numbers, not text, so that's why we have integer. Here is my little maths. So in order to work out the price of the total price so far, it would be adult tickets amount times, notice the symbol for times, it's our shift and 8, our little star, times the ticket price adults, okay, which is up there. And then my final line, I want to print out what that total is. Okay, so when I run it, you'll be able to see. It might question me to save. Yes, it does. Okay, let me bring that over. So there's that first bit. Welcome to the flume. How many tickets will you require? I'm going to say 2. So if I've got 2, then in theory it should output 5, shouldn't it? 2 times £2.50, I should get 5, and I do. So I know that that output isn't great, but as a starting point to your use of Python in your flume, that's a good place to start. You can now move a little bit further and see if you can start to create the child ticket price, looking at the syntax, so the brackets and the speech marks. Notice sort of 2 open brackets, 2 closed brackets. See if you can now add your lines for your child prices.